What up, y'all? How's it going? BenDeen here. Hopefully you can hear me. I pulled out the old cooktop for this video because today I'm gonna be eating jajang buldak which is basically black bean fire noodles. So I'll be eating a couple of these today. They're in the cup version, but I'm just gonna be boiling them in this pot instead. So let's see what we have inside this box first of all. Take off this plastic. Usually you would only open it like halfway because you pour boiling water in here and then close it and let it do its thing in there, but not today. So alright, basically we have the ramen brick, we have the packet of sauce here, and below this brick is some various like vegetables, I guess, flavoring, seasoning. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour all this in my little pot here. Do the same with this as well. Now just wait for this to soften up a bit. I don't like my oh, this looks like some actual meat in here. I don't know if you can see that, but that kind of looks like some meat, which there are a few of these little pieces of it. I don't know what it is actually. So while I'm cooking these, which will only probably be for a couple minutes, let me explain what this is. Basically, you probably know of the Korean fire noodles. It was a huge thing on YouTube, the Korean fire noodle challenge a few years ago. And with that popularity, the company decided to make, some different flavors. And this one here is the black bean noodle flavor. You guys might know of the black bean noodles as well. It's kind of a Korean Chinese fusion dish that's eaten a lot here. And so what this is taking the flavor of the black bean noodles and adding it to the flavor of the original fire noodles, and just, it's an amalgamation, I guess. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this is tasting like. It's not a brand new thing. It's been out for a few months, I believe. I've just never seen it. I've never tried it, so I'm really looking forward to this. And let me just taste one of these noodles here. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Let me go drain this water. Alright, here we go. Got the noodles all done. I only probably cooked them for maybe a couple minutes. It's always best, in my opinion, to undercook ramen instead of overcook it. If you gotta choose one, definitely undercook it. Let me just go ahead and pour in these two packets here. And I'm curious about this. I'm wondering how spicy it will be. If it's gonna be just as spicy as the original or what. It's thicker. It's definitely thicker. That's one thing that I noticed right off the bat. The smell is a tad different as well, and I feel like it's also a little bit darker in color. I know I'm not giving you the best view here, guys. My bad on that. So far, I'm liking the consistency though, because the original fire noodles consistency, it was too runny sometimes, I've thought, and this is nice and thick. I think this should really blend in well with the noodles here. Hopefully, nothing stick to the bottom. Oh, we got a little bit of stickage. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to film with this hot plate, so I'm still a noob when it comes to that. But yeah, looking a lot darker and looking good though. It's smelling good. I got this bowl just to make it a little bit easier to eat. And wow, this is looking really good actually. When I do make fire noodles, one thing I do like to do is get out as much water as I can. You might be looking at this and thinking it's dry. That's how I like it personally. I don't really like really soupy fire noodles. First test of the black bean fire noodles, aka jajang buldak going in. That is really good, actually. The original fire noodles, they were just like straight up spice. I mean, the flavor was there, but it was an intense flavor because of the spice. This is more of a subtle flavor, but it still has all the, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, it's still got all the flavor, but just in a less intense way, in a less intense delivery, I guess. It still is spicy. I'm working up a sweat already. the black bean sauce in there is really giving it that more of a, it's just bringing it down like one notch, which is, you know, when I'm looking for something really spicy, something maybe over the top, that's when I go for the fire noodles. But I could eat this like a lot more often, I feel like. I'm not getting a huge amount of, like, to be honest, like the black bean noodle flavor. If I had to pick one, it tastes more like the original, the fire noodle flavor. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Overall, man, this is really good. Maybe not the best thing to eat on a piping hot day like today. Back a few years ago, when I first came to Korea, you know, they already had fire noodles. They also had kind of a ramen version of black bean noodles called chapagetti. And when I first came here, like 4 years ago, I remember this girl told me that if you mix the two, if you make both ramens and then you mix them, it's really good. And I did try that once or twice. And to be honest, at the time, I thought it was pretty good. From my memory, this blows it out of the water. Same exact concept, but I mean, this is like they developed this flavor, I feel like. This definitely gets high praise from me. Last couple of niblets here. Just the stragglers in the bottom of the bowl. Wow. Definitely a recommend. If you can try this, go out and try it for sure. It's not that spicy. If you don't eat spicy food that well, it still might get you, but to me, it's about a third, maybe even, yeah, about a third as spicy as the original stuff. But the flavor is where it's at. You know, I got a nice little tingle sensation going on in the mouth, but it's not that bad for me at all. I think it's just because it's so hot in here in my house that I'm sweating. But the flavor, again, the flavor is paramount and it's on point here. So definitely go out and try this. I give this an A. I'll give this a 9 out of 10 when ramen is concerned. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. That's about it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.